Kenny Lou, fatherless woman, almost 40 without family or career, forever destined to be a receptacle.
Damn, man, that was harsh.
What is that even? Okay. Almost 40 without a family or career. Another assumption. I have a career. I'm very successful. I live in New York by myself. Give myself everything that I need. I don't depend on anyone for anything. Just because I'm not married with kids doesn't mean I don't have a family. And this is just ridiculous and just goes to show how dumb people are. And this is how a lot of people think. So that's why I always post videos about like being single and independent, because
I don't need no man.
There are not that many of those kind of things out there, and we need to make it normal because there's a lot of us, and I see that through the comments.
A few moments later.
All right, quick question for my fellow 35 and older ladies who are single. At what point do we just give up? Because at this point, I think I might just have to.
Yes, I think Kenny's description fits perfectly. Slowly but surely, it seems like a lot of these women are starting to accept their future role as society's receptacle, which literally means an object or space used to contain something. Unlike the well-respected, virtuous mother and low-to-zero body count housewife, the strong, independent woman is slowly accepting her place as a hobby or fun activity that men play with for a few months or until they lose interest. I mean, think about it. How many hours of fun can you have with one of those Chinese finger traps before you get bored of it? Or like one of those Happy Meal toys we were so excited to play with for a few hours, then we forgot they ever existed. This is how many of us look at modern women, especially on dating apps. And if you listen closely, they are starting to come to terms with their inevitable fate as a walking, talking finger trap. Now, obviously, we must speak in code because Big Brother is watching. But for example,
Our future rests with Destro now.
Hey, for real, on some real shit. Once I realized that these men are genuinely just supposed to be an experience, shit got a lot better for me. Now, granted, I ain't the nigga. I still be about some niggas. I do. But once you realize this is an experience, and it's so much desperation from women wanting partners nowadays, and they see that shit, oh, I could do whatever to this bitch. She want a nigga so bad. Once you show a nigga you getting it, and it's not one of those, and tell a nigga on one knee, and say, Kendi, will you? I don't play with all y'all. Y'all be doing all that bapping like y'all got that shit. Oh, y'all ain't even got no f***ies. What you talking about? This is my life, nigga. You just living in it. We supposed to experience these ladies. Get one, cut him off, get another one. Cut him off, get another one, and cut his ass off. Truly that simple.
yes, give the drunk another drink. It's clear she has accepted her role as a forever bust down. She even rebels in the demotion. This is her way of coping with the fact that no man would ever look at her as a serious option. And like a true bitter sister, she attempts to persuade other women to follow her into situationship purgatory. Pathetic. On the day of this drunken binge, another poorly manufactured receptacle was created. But this is just a start. For example,
dating apps are just an ocean where you're not allowed to take the fish home. It's catch and release only. You catch, you enjoy, you release back into the ocean. All the fish in the ocean are for the entire community to enjoy. I feel like it's a little unspoken rule, and it took me 3 years on the dating apps to figure it out. Oh, and here's my bus, hope that helps.
I'm going to be 39 next year, and every year around the holidays, I'm like, oh, this is the year. This is the year I'm finally going to have someone in my life. And, oh, what do you know? It's almost December, and no. And with what's out there and what I've seen, like, I just don't see it ever happening. So do we just give up now and live life? Or do we continue? Because, like, I don't see a future with anyone that's out there. And, like, I'm losing hope each day, like, more and more. So what are we doing? If we're not losing hope, what are we going to do to find someone? Because it's not Hinge or Bumble or any of those apps. Like, and I just don't know what to do. So what are we doing?
You know what? I think it is time that we advocate for Receptacle Appreciation Day, a celebration to these brave women that continue to offer their tired, overused bodies to us, the community, for us to live out our sadistic pleasures. All of these strong, independent women that literally bend over backward and rent their souls and bodies out to us for a few weeks at a time, all for the affordable price of 1 to 3 dates. Unlike the women of old that required a house, ring, kids, and most importantly, respect, these women only ask us to play house with them for a few weeks and walk their golden doodles. And as they age gracefully like sour cream on a hot summer day, they bless us even further by lowering the admission cost. The next time you see a wall-climbing independent woman, I think it's only fair that you show her some appreciation for her sacrifice.
Your sacrifice will not go unnoticed.
So today I decided to give up on marriage and subsequently kids. I guess you'd say it was the needle that broke the camel's back. But longest of story short, I made a little silly post about the fact that I got stood up for coffee on Facebook because it's been a month. I'm not really bothered by it as much. And I had a selfie to go along with it, right? And this guy who we had exchanged a few messages on Facebook about 2 months ago messaged me and said, sorry you got stood up for coffee. Maybe you should have given me a chance. And it was like with the little like annoyed side face, side eye thing emoji on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And something about that was just like so discouraging, frustrating because obviously he wasn't actually sorry. He probably found great pleasure in knowing that I had been stood up, considering that he probably felt slighted that I wasn't interested in getting to know him. But regardless, I just thought about the years of the amount of energy and the amount of hope and the amount of just effort I've put into desiring this thing, praying to God for this thing, for these things, and how at every twist and turn, I met with nothing.
I harp on women a lot because we're not realistic. And then we complain about the reality and what we're not getting. And then when they go to men, it's like, he's been humbled his entire life.
Charlie, yeah.
His entire life, right? You have, boys in school, these high school boys, girls tell them, oh, you're broke, you're this, that. And mind you, they're in school, like we're in school together.
Yeah.
And you're telling me I'm broke, Yeah. But what I'm saying is they had to learn to say, okay, what do I need to do to get better? Yeah. When you have somebody that never gets told they need to get better, they think they top shelf.
You should have respected my authority.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So be Destro.